is Simply Angeline, and I'm flying free. Welcome back to Simply Angeline, the channel dedicated to the storytelling of diverse children's stories so kids can feel inspired and seen. This week we are reading Flying Free, How Bessie Coleman's Dreams Took Flight. If you didn't know, Bessie Coleman is the first African American woman to get a pilot license. Also, she was one of the first famous people that I've ever researched. This was in second grade, and I researched all about Bessie Coleman. And I thought, how cool of a woman is she to just be a pilot and flying and just doing such amazing things. So let's read Flying Free. Flying Free, How Bessie Coleman's Dreams Took Flight. Written by Karyn Parsons. Illustrated by Gregory Christie. Bessie Coleman was born a spirited little girl whose sense of adventure would light the whole world. In the morning she'd rise and breathe the fresh air, marvel at the small flocks of birds flying there. Bessie loved reading, loved math and science too. As she excelled in her studies, her confidence grew. But each end of summer, when harvest came around, her family got to picking cotton and the schools would close down. Hands sore from that picking, Bessie wiped her small brow and dreamed she'd find greatness. She just didn't know how. Black bird, black girl, shine bright for the whole world. Show your spark, show your twirl. Let those beautiful wings unfurl. One day, Bessie's teacher told them of how a woman had become a pilot, a huge breakthrough. Wow. Harriet Quimby was the brave woman's name, and being the first had brought her new fame. While the kids all snickered and shook their heads, Bessie thought hard about what her teacher had said. Bessie kept working the fields, got a job cleaning clothes, saved up her money for when opportunity arose. Bessie loved Waxahachie, loved her family even more, but she longed to go where her spirit could soar. One day her brother wrote, "Why don't you come? Join me in Chicago. We'll have loads of fun." Very soon she found work. Not one job, but two. Serving up chili and doing nails too. At the salon one day, her brother strolled in, charming all with his war tales. That he told with a grin. The French flyers, he said, were heroic and true. But what impressed him the most were the women who flew. "To fly," said Bessie. "I'd love to, I would." "Ha!" laughed her brother. "There's no way that you could. You live in America, are black and female. You'd have a better chance if you had a tail." Bessie said, "Oh yeah, you just wait and see. There'll be a black female pilot, and it will be me." Black bird, black girl, shine bright for the whole world. Show your spark, show your twirl. Let those beautiful wings unfurl. They all told her no. "We won't teach you to fly. You're a girl, the wrong color." But she still had to try. Then a friend told her, "I think you'd have a chance if you didn't stay here, but instead went to France. I'll pay for your trip. Yes, give it a go. When you come home a pilot, the whole country will know." Je m'appelle Bessie. She'd soon made a date to travel to France. She could hardly wait.
Sometimes it was hard, being so far from home. Sometimes she felt sad and terribly alone. The work was quite hard, but she enjoyed her training. With so much to do, there was no time for complaining. This was her calling. The sky was for her. There it didn't matter what color you were. Black bird, black girl, shine bright for the whole world. Show your spark, show your twirl. Let those beautiful wings unfurl. When it was finally time to get her license to fly, Bessie passed all the tests on the very first try. There it was in her hand, her pilot's license. She couldn't wait to show it to her family and friends. Upon her return, triumphant and proud, Bessie was greeted by a loud, cheering crowd. Her picture made news. There it was, front page, first black female pilot. She was all the rage. The best way she thought to show her new skills was to hold flying shows full of daring thrills. The crowds loved it all, her stunts, how she dressed. An enchanting daredevil, they nicknamed her Queen Bess. She would fight racism at her air shows too, would tell the officials to integrate the venue. I won't do the show if you segregate. Black folks and white must come in the same gate. Bessie traveled the country, spoke to young and to old, inspiring all races with the stories she told. All these years later, brave Bessie still inspires. Many people of color have since become flyers. Above the land, above the sea, where they all said she shouldn't be, Bessie said, watch. She said, you'll see, and followed her dream, flying free. The end.
So, what did you think of Flying Free? I thought it was amazing. Bessie Coleman is actually an amazing, amazing woman. And if you want to research more about her, please do so. Find out what other accomplishments she had, what it was like for her growing up, and how are people remembering her today. I will always remember Bessie Coleman because she was one of the first people I ever researched in second grade. And I thought, how cool of a Black woman, an African-American woman that looks like me and is flying a pilot. So if she can do it, you can do it. So I'll see you next time on Simply Angeline. Bye.